Mac 11 Soul Invest returns. Let's do a relatively quick one. So, relating to general mood stasis, right? Homeostasis. When you start comparing, I was on my game yesterday or the last few days. Today I'm just not feeling it, and then you could start going back and forth into the sleep, the diet, the work. Right, that's been a big one for me lately, where it's just like, oh, the workload, or the things I have to do later, the things I have to, circle back on, the things that have wasted my time and energy and money, and getting to that mode of like, oh, if I had only just done this, or they had only just done this, I would have saved so much time and effort and energy and money and all that stuff. And how do we get out of that? How do we go from the lower states, the lower vibe, the lower RPMs, as I like to put it, revs per minute? How do we go from that state and bring us back up? Well, right off the bat, there are many ways to approach it. But the first thing that you got to do, the first thing that we have to do is remember that we don't need to define the day, the moment, as lesser than, right? Lesser than yesterday or the momentum of the past couple days or whatever, right? Just get neutral with it. Like, this is my life. Like, okay, I'm feeling the way I feel. Like, whatever. Like, let's get work done. Let's make it happen. And now one of the traps and the ways out of the trap, if you're already in it. So one of the traps is like, oh, I want to feel better. So let me siphon some stuff from the outside. Let me entertain myself. Let me, try to get my jollies here and there. Let me do substances or whatever. Right? That's a trap. Super, super huge trap. And the way to get out of the trap, the way to drink the antidote, the way to snap yourself out of it, is to give. It doesn't matter what type of giving, just any capacity. Just, giving of your time, giving of your energy. It doesn't have to be money, but if you're feeling that, give of your money. But just give in some sort of way. Even if it's like, if you're a content creator, just give. Even if you don't feel like you're at your best, but you just give. You just give it out. And then as you're giving out, as this for an example, or just other people, especially in a social setting, when you're being social, you're just forgetting about your woes, you're forgetting about your problems, your to-dos, and you're sinking into the moment. So, and then especially when you're giving, not only are you sinking into the moment, forgetting about your woes, about your nonsense, about the BS that has happened or has to be dealt with, yada yada. You're being in the moment and you're giving. You are remembering, you are realizing and remembering what life is really all about. It's about adding your core essence, your influence, your legacy into life. That's what life is all about. Infiltrating, influencing, giving, leaving your essence, your legacy into life. And you could be having fun too while you're at it, where it's like you can zoom out just enough where you're giving, you're in the moment, and you're realizing consciously what's going on. Hey, I'm contributing, I'm giving, I'm making myself happen, right? I'm making it happen, but even further, I'm making myself happen. Things are unfolding, and things, even if I'm not consciously not acknowledging it, things are getting better. I want things to get better, things are getting better, even if I'm not immediately seeing the results of the getting better. It's Things are shifting, things are changing because I want things to shift and change in a beneficial way. So therefore, whether I see it now or whether I see it soon, in hours or days or weeks, etc., I want things to get better. I want things to shift in a beneficial way. So therefore, it is happening. Whether or not it's obvious, it is happening. And reminding yourself of things like that. I want to get better. I want things to get better. But I don't have to push and grind and force. Just the intention changes your chemistry, changes you at the core level, at the core essence level. I want things to get better. Boom. You set the intention and you slowly, smoothly allow things to get better. You're setting your intention, you're making moves that don't feel like they're forcing. You're making moves happen that just feel right. It doesn't feel hard, it doesn't feel forced, it doesn't feel white knuckle grip. It's just, hey, I'm intending, I'm making things happen, I'm making moves. I want to give of myself. I want to make things better. Let's go. I'm sinking into the moment. Let's go. Let's make it happen. More on this and many other things, more on other parts of my content in general, whether it be spoken word, video, audio, writing, books, etc. I've got plenty of it. Check out my links, check out my other stuff. More soon. This is Mac 11 Soul Invest Returns. Catch you later.